What is going on, everyone? This is Dillon from WeTheCoasters. We're checking on into Seaworld Orlando. It's going to be a very nice day going on out here today, and the first time we've been out here since we finished up with the Seven Seas Food Festival. So just a quick note before we get into the park, they do have some barriers going on over here. So it looks like they're either doing some paint work over here, fixing some of the wood, not entirely too sure, but doing some work regardless. So we're going to get into the park. And without further ado, enjoy today's feature presentation here at Seaworld Orlando, where there's really no one here. That's good to see. So as you can tell, no one is here. There's also literally no one on Pipeline when I got into the parking lot. And yeah, it should be very interesting though. This is also the first day that we're here. The Expedition Odyssey has opened up to everyone. So if you've known that attraction that's right around here, give or take, right past Icebreaker, what used to be Wild Arctic. So we're gonna be checking that out very shortly for the first time ever. All right, it's a little after 12:10, as you can tell. There really isn't a whole lot going on. Park is open from 10 to 6, so not really a whole lot major going on today, and it makes sense. However, we are getting closer to Memorial Day week, which will mean that if you really want to go to the parks, now is the time to go. But I guarantee you, once Memorial Day week comes around, be ready. That's when the crowds are really going to start to come on in. So, obviously, kids are getting ready to do their final set of exams and schooling, so they're trying to get whatever they can done there. That's why the parks will not be as crazy this week, and maybe a little bit next week, but the week after, oh yeah, it'll be absolutely slammed. So let's head to our first attraction. So I feel like we shouldn't waste any time, and we should actually head over to Expedition Odyssey just to get it out of the way. I think what I'll probably do is I'll probably plan to get a couple rides in right off the bat just to see how it is and just kind of get my ideas and thoughts from there and all that. They have a dolphin that's actually shown right in front of the tank that's over here, which is really cool how they have it here. It's always cool whenever you go to SeaWorld and you actually get to see the dolphins up close and personal. So that's super cool. Like, they're actually really close to the tank today. Also, there's not a lot of people here today, as mentioned from before. Let's just take a look at some of the dolphins here. Why not? Now, funny enough, this is actually the first time I've actually been to any of the parks outside of Epic since the last couple of weeks. I know it feels a lot different because we literally went to the brand new park during previews and or I guess you could say technical rehearsal in that matter. But yeah, it feels way different because like I'm here experiencing what I'm used to seeing, and then the last couple of weeks I'm experiencing a brand new park. So it's pretty crazy. And then we're gonna be going back there next week for the grand opening, which I cannot believe I'm even saying I'm doing. So it's pretty cool. They have actually updated the map where they have Expedition Odyssey. I know it's coming soon, so they'll probably have to fix it to now open. But we're gonna head over there right now. Experience the Mako Flying Theater is what they call this, because Mako Rides actually made the flying theater. Even for a quiet day, the bridge is open, which is nice. I always like walking out here on the bridge because you actually can see some turtles that are around here and some ducks, which is actually really, really cool. Yeah, if you're lucky to see turtles, it's actually very cool. Not the big turtles you can imagine, like, you know, SeaWorld is, but like, you know, the nature turtles. You know, the ones that kind of see a little bit here and there that pop up, but yeah. So if you look as Icebreaker's gonna take its turn up there, there is an empty train, so it looks like Icebreaker may have went down earlier on, and they're probably just getting everything back running again. So, fortunate operating. Dippin' Dots person also is open, so rather interesting on an early day like this, or a quiet day, I guess you could say. And doesn't look like the tower, I don't think is operating, so if that's the case, bummer. By the way, speaking of which, I did ask someone about my pass member rewards, and looks like one of the things is a free feeding tray, so definitely can take advantage of that. You know, by the way, you know, use advantage if you're a pass member, I'm telling you. It looks like Icebreaker is running one train today because I see the other train in maintenance, so I mean, it does make sense. There really is literally not many people here. So we'll probably hit you right at Icebreaker first, since that is the case. And then, you know, take advantage of it there.
Hold on. I don't like it.
Go. Looks like waiting for the ride to open up actually benefited me. Got myself on the front row. Basically rope dropped it to reopen. So that's not bad at all. I will take it. So now I've gotten that out of the way. Just a quick couple of things before we head to Expedition Odyssey. So looks like they have entrance side too for altitude burgers that open up right here. And they have the gift shop area open up for the former Wild Arctic area. So that's cool, that's open. And Glacier Bar and the Coke Freestyle has opened up. So that's nice. I believe it looks like they may have a specialty drink there. So they do not. However, they have Tubular Blast, which is basically pipeline. And then they have the one for Penguin Trek that's out there. And then they have Icicle Berry Blast, which, yeah, that's Penguin Trek right here. And then it looks like, yep, Orange Glacier, which is still Icebreaker, and that's just Fanta, so nothing too crazy. I wonder when they're gonna get it for Expedition Odyssey though. All right, you know something's missing here, but regardless, it's Expedition Odyssey. So, this is the former Wild Arctic attraction, that is the Flying Theater, and they showcase everything that there is around here. So they do have a line for the Habitat queue over here, which, you know, nothing. And then this here, 30-minute wait. Let's go check it out. Minimum height requirement is 39 minutes. So let's go check out the queue. All right, so we're gonna wait it out and we'll just see how it is here. But this is SeaWorld's first dark ride since Wild Arctic had opened and closed. There it is. Quick queue would go that way here. And here we are over here. Wow, this is definitely different than I remembered since Wild Arctic closed back in 2020. So they have a bunch of pictures that's over here of what would be like an expedition. They have the Northern Lights, which is one of the big prominent things they had featured when showcasing this attraction. And some more pictures over here. This is the line that you're seeing over here. So a bit of a line to say the least. And this is definitely way different than I remembered. I'm pretty sure they gutted the old queue of Wild Arctic and made this new setup queue. But the main thing that's positive though, it's indoors, and in case of thunderstorms, this is like the perfect attraction to do here. So that's good though that they have this. Okay, so we didn't wait too long. It is currently 1:11, and from what I am seeing here, we only wait about like, I don't know, not even 20 minutes, maybe like 15, maybe give or take. It's 12:57 when we started walking the queue, but this is where we'd wait. I'm in spot number 1, so minimum height requirement is 39 inches, and if you want to ride with an adult, it is 39 to 48, and ride by yourself is over 48. So not too bad to say the least on the height requirement, which is great. SeaWorld's trying to cater to the families. A little bit of a mural run over here. Okay, so it's decent, not too bad. So they have a blue expedition that's over here, and then they have a gold expedition. So it looks like from what we're on the blue side. So interesting setup here. So we'll let you know what it's like when we go inside.
It's the heartbeat of the ocean. A vital force sustaining life and shaping the land. Each element plays an essential role in this delicate balance. The frozen landscape is a vibrant ecosystem where whales swim on icy cliffs. On land, plants and animals thrive, withstanding the bitter cold. This is a land where towering icebergs drift through a vast sea. The expansive tundra stretches for thousands of miles, imposing mountains cutting through a blanket of snow. As night falls, the aurora borealis paints the sky with brilliant color. In this untouched wilderness, we are surrounded by the Arctic's sheer scale and beauty, forever preserved in its pristine state. On this breathtaking expedition into the Arctic, you will meet many fascinating creatures. Marvel at iconic polar bears as they navigate their frozen realm with graceful strength. Swim with mighty whales, their songs echoing through the icy depths. Watch as playful seals dive beneath the water's surface. Each animal plays a crucial role in the harmony of the Arctic ecosystem. Our team of intrepid explorers and researchers studying the tundra ecosystem scouted ahead, designing an exhilarating trek. In this breathtaking adventure, you will experience the untamed and majestic wilds of the Arctic itself.
Prepare to board the Odyssey Mark I, designed to travel seamlessly between air and water. When the doors open in front of you, please make your way to the loading areas. Before taking your seat, store all carry-on items in the compartment provided. Loose footwear is not allowed on this experience. Please secure them with your carry-on items for the duration of the trip. Long hair or loose clothing that may extend below the seat must be tied or stowed. Supervising companions must be seated next to the guests they're accompanying. Each companion may accompany up to 2 guests. Only when instructed, fasten your seatbelt from left to right. For smaller passengers that do not reach the blue line on the seat back, place the buckle through the white loop located in the center of the seat. Then, fasten the seatbelt. When instructed, pull straight up on the red tab to ensure the seatbelt is buckled. Please keep the red tab visible so our operators can confirm the seatbelt is secure.
Oh, wow. So, a real quick thing. So this rotates. So this would be where they would do filming behind us, and then we get ready for our seats over here. And just to showcase, this is kind of like Sword, but not entirely like Sword, but it has the same idea of it though. So there's the loop that's right over here. That's for the smaller guests, for those who barely be able to ride. Very cool lights, though. I do like that for the technological point. So then when the seatbelts are going to be activated, it's left to right, and then kind of go from there. And then this is where you would store all the unsecured storage and all that. So that's pretty cool. Also, very comfortable in the seats, though. At least that's one positive I could say, though. All right, I'm going to get seated in then with the seatbelt, and we'll get ready to do the ride. So a couple of key things actually before we get on the ride. So they have the lights on to signify like when you guys are all good to go, and then like there's a white light for like if it was all clear, you're secure and all that. And it's for these seatbelts over here and all, which is nice. So I like how it is in the technological point for the vehicle. So that's actually really neat. It looks like we're going to be going either through this way here or we're going to be rotating the other way. So I'm curious to see how that's going to be though. But I like the idea. So actually, I've been informed by the ride op. It actually goes random. At times it could start that way, to my right, and at times it could start to my left. So it's actually really impressive, for that matter. It's like we're about ready to start, so here we go. Very curious to see if we start off with the right, just for the heck of it, because I have noticed, though, it should be interesting. All right, we've gotten the thumbs up, so we should be moving at like any moment, and feel a little bit of movement.
I'm not trying to drive it. I'm not going to drive it.
Oh, there goes that going down.
Next one.
Oh, whoa. Okay. I forgot. Yeah, you got to tilt back a little bit here. Oh, we're going right. I called it. Whoa. Okay. This is rather unique. All right. For the technological standpoint, I do like this a lot more than Sword in a way. This is weird seeing it kind of like circular here. I saw the northern lights. Oh.
Just going to let us slow down.
Okay.
Watch the show.
looks like it's the end of the ride. Apparently up in here, if you notice, you could like, look at, you can see the shadows of my legs like kicking right here. Like, how's that even a thing? Okay, that was interesting. Alright, so I'll give you my final thoughts in just a second. Well, we'll wait till we like move over first. So this is how it's like when you exit the ride. They got the stars that are above out here, which was not bad of a touch. And then Northern Lights wallpaper. And then this would be like the normal way if you would leave Wild Arctic to then go over here. So it's actually neat of a transition. They showcase how they filmed the attraction over here, as you can see here. So now, my thoughts. It's a Temu version of Soarin'. It's fine, I guess. I don't know. It definitely felt low budgeted, and I expected a lot worse. I heard a lot of people say that this ride was pretty bad. Look, I'm gonna be real. Is it worse than Race to New York? I don't think so. The one thing I will say though is that the technological standpoint, I will give credit, is better than Soarin', because with Soarin', if you are on the bottom, you are prone to seeing everyone's feet from above, and you don't really see that here. You actually get a clear look at the picture without feet in the way. However, the picture shown in the ride is kind of like the panels kind of blended in a little differently, and like if you look in the corner, you see the shadows of people's feet. So I don't know. I mean, it's, if you're wanting to do this when there's a thunderstorm outside, yeah, I guess that's something, but I expected a lot worse. But you know what? It's okay for what it is. It's not the worst, but not the best, but it's fine though. It's fine. So I wouldn't call it the worst dark ride ever or the worst attraction ever. Still belongs to Race to New York. That thing is horrible, but I mean, it's fine. So this is just about the same as originally with Wild Arctic. They do have the beluga whales that are over here, which there's one in the back that's going in that direction there. And then all this around here looks about the same. So they just probably cleaned it up a little bit, which is nice because, you know, it's always good for a refresh. This is about the same. Maybe some new lights. I forgot to clean this though for whatever reason. And then everything around here, yeah, it looks about the same. Actually, there is something new that's over here, and it's on this side over here, because this used to be where the walruses used to be. And now it is home to more penguins. And here they are right over here. Yeah, there used to be a walrus over here years ago. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Well, there used to be a walrus, and then before then was a polar bear. But unfortunately, no more polar bears, which is a shame, because the polar bears here back in the day was really, really cool to see. But you can see they have a ramp added for the penguins that are right around here, like a rubber mat. So it's actually very neat how there's an extra spot there. I've always liked the penguins, and it makes sense in a way, but 2 spots for penguins now? That's interesting. You can tell this used to be a polar bear, because the polar bear would actually used to walk around here before and just kind of, you know, go from there. And then, my apologies, this would actually be where the walrus would be from before. He used to be in this spot in particular, but looks like nothing around here and all that. But other than that, everything looks about the same. So, it's actually really cool. Actually, it's funny. This was one of the original polar bears from the Wild Arctic thing that was over here. Base station stuff that's around here. So it looks like they have added some stuff a little bit. But it looks about the same as before. So that's actually cool that they've kind of kept this the way it is. Because I've always liked this exhibit a lot, but it's just kind of, you know, it feels like it's still in the 90s in a way, 2000s, but nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with that, I'm telling you, nothing wrong. But in a way, it kind of does. It's kind of odd. So, oh, choo-choo? Oh, cool. So there was a walrus that was right over here, as I mentioned it from before, but he was swimming around here, so I missed the front, but he swam back that way over here. So if he comes by again, I'll see if I can get another shot of the video. But yeah, there is a walrus right here, though. There he is. Sleeping, swimming, all that. They do have Expedition Odyssey shirts, as you can see over here, and hats. cups, mugs, all that here. And then they have one of these over here. What's the price? $59.99 for that. Oh my. And then for the shirt is $40. Wow. Killer whales, seals, walruses. All you can see right over here, that warm sun feels so good right now. That thing is ice cold in there, but I'm telling you, on a hot day, that will really come in handy. So as we're walking over, did another ride, got myself my button. So now we've gotten that out of the way. Not sure what we're gonna do next. Maybe Mako? That's what I'm thinking of probably doing. Yeah, let's do Mako. Mako! It feels good that whenever I come to SeaWorld Orlando and get to ride this, currently a 10-minute wait. That's nothing. Let's hop on. Alright, here we go, Mako. Alrighty, just got off of Mako, and I'll tell you what, man, back row, that ride was hauling there. It was very, very good for the airtime. I liked it a lot. It was great. I don't care anyone says, Mako has the best airtime I've ever experienced on any hyper, especially that 5-second airtime hill, especially doing the back row, man. That thing is just awesome. Love it. No complaints ever. That was also good operations overall. Mako's always had it, so good work. But what's funny is that each of the time I was, waiting for my train to show up and all that, there was always one person kind of holding up the operations in a way for loose articles. So, it'd be like that. Whatever though, I ain't upset. On to our next attraction. I'm thinking, you know what? I think it's time for Journey to Atlantis. Maybe Kraken. I don't know. If Kraken's wait time isn't a total abysmal on one train, we can do Journey to Atlantis if it's reopened by now. Penguin Track, currently a 15-minute wait. We'll see if I'm on that one for today. I don't want to go through the exit. Well, look what's finally reopened. Journey to Atlantis. That's awesome to see that it's back open. We're definitely going to hitch a ride on this one for sure. And here we go. Getting ready to do Journey to Atlantis for the first time since, I want to say it was September, October of last year, whenever it was when I last did this. And here we are in May of 2025. Let's get on. So, Journey to Atlantis. First off, I am so glad I got to do that ride again for the first time in quite some time. It's good. Second of all, when I did my ride, so I was boat one, ironic enough. Front row, that little pre-lift in the beginning before you take the first lift hill, our boat got stuck in it. Most funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. I didn't even realize it until about 5 seconds a moment where we were kind of going, still feeling the rubber kind of kick in, not getting like engaged and going up. And that was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. But once we got through it, everything was all fine. But yeah, it feels like they downgraded and took out more effects. And then also like some of the old effects from the like original one were lit up and kind of stuck in a way. It was weird. Very, very weird. I really hope they truly fix this ride, bring in some of the old effects from the original. That'd be really cool. Come on, SeaWorld. I know you really want to do it. I know you really want to do it. Kraken, currently a 5-minute wait, which means it's a walk-on, but I'm probably going to skip out on it. It's just probably not in the mood to do Kraken right now. Probably going to do Manta and Pipeline and get out of here. All right, Manta, back row, here we go. Whee! such a good ride. All right, did man in the back row. Very, very good. No complaints. So now it's time for Pipeline. Final ride of the day. Gonna have a blast with it here. Let's ride. All right, final ride of the day, Pipeline. You do this? My favorite row in the back. It's been a back row day today. On one train hops, but it's fine though. The park's been dead today. Let's ride. Yeah. All right, I gotta say this ride right here, Pipeline, in the back row is awesome. I'm telling you, I'm liking this ride a lot more. It's definitely warmed up to me for sure. I really have liked this a lot, and I'm telling you, I cannot wait for more rides in the future whenever I come back here, because every time I come here, I just gotta get more rides on. It's so good. God, I love this ride. It's awesome. That's definitely gonna be it here for SeaWorld Orlando. Well guys, that's gonna do it here at SeaWorld Orlando. What a good little trip this was all together. Finally doing Expedition Odyssey, the brand new dark ride, flat ride, whatever you want to call it, flying theater at SeaWorld Orlando. That took over Wild Arctic. Got to do some of the coasters as well. It was a good visit overall. Not too bad. Operations, even for a day like today, pretty good. Not upset about it. Now let's see how they do in the next couple of months, because they're gonna get absolutely bombarded there. It'd be like that how it is. So if you like what we do here at We The Coasters, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to your brand new channel, hit the bell notification for any future uploads. Follow us on all of our socials, our Facebook, our Twitter, Instagram, and our threads. Once again, my name is Dillon. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys later. When not too far away, we'll be there for grand opening. So keep an eye on yourselves. May 22nd, grand opening. Should have that video coming up very, very soon. Stay tuned for whenever that happens. So until then, this is Dillon from We The Coasters signing off. We'll see you guys later. Until the next video. Until then, have a good day, everyone. Peace.